The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Blow it in the wind. It's Tom and Steve. That's Steve. That's what you do well. You blow in the wind. I always think of songs like "Windy" and the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
Dust in the wind.
Dust in the wind. As we get into fall, more. Tell us a little bit about Safe Harbor Wills and Trust. They've been an advocate of the show and a proud sponsor.
Well, it's easy. If you need to update your trust, your will, call them. Go online, Safe Harbor Wills and Trust. If you haven't done it, Tom, you're not getting any younger, neither am I.
No, that's for sure.
SafeHarborWillsandTrust.com. Look at the reviews. They're fabulous. People trust them. 370-9977, Safe Harbor Wills and Trust.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Hey, we got a new person to the show right now. Her name is Helen Kelley, and she's the Agency Development Officer at Elmcrest Children's Center. How you doing there, Helen?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Very good. Now, she's new to you. I've been, a friend of hers for a while. I consider her a friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess we're friends.
Yeah.
And we keep in touch on the old LinkedIn.
There you go.
Every once in a while message each other. So, Helen, tell us about your career path. What have you been doing these past, 30 to 50 years?
30, 50 years. Well, for the last 17, I've been in fund development.
Yes.
Started at CBA. Gave me a chance, didn't have any.
Tom went to CBA, Did you know that Tom went to CBA?
I did know.
For like 5 minutes, and then he found out there were no girls there, and he left?
Well, we have our priorities.
Yeah, right. Am I wrong, Tom?
Well, now they do have girls there.
They do, absolutely.
Brother Robert threw the Little English Handbook at me because I was talking one day.
I hope it hit you squarely.
It did.
I like that.
I learned to keep my mouth shut at the right times. Yes, go ahead.
Hard to do. I then went to Hiscox Legal Aid for about 3 or 4 years, and then I've up and down the thruway to Geneva to work for Finger Lakes Health. And in March, I had the honor of getting the position here at Elmcrest Children's Center.
Yeah. So tell us about what they do at Elmcrest and what your role is over there.
So it's kind of what they don't do.
Okay.
I've driven past the campus on Salt Springs Road probably 100 times the 30 plus years that I've lived here, and I had no clue what it was. And basically what Elmcrest does is it believes in the promise of childhood, in that children need to be cared for, nurtured, supported, given resources to get past their barriers and their challenges, and to be able to live the life they want and live their dream. And there's unfortunately many, many children who do not have that opportunity, and Elmcrest offers that. We basically offer services for kids who have emotional, social, mental health, physical disabilities, to get past that, to give them treatment, to care, and get them on their way to their full fulfillment.
Do you find it hard to get people to donate or to get involved?
Not once they understand what we do. Basically, Elmcrest has 20 programs in 21 counties.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and we have specialized programs. Most people consider Elmcrest a residential children's facility.
I would think. Yeah. Right. Is that because why do we think that?
Because it is. Because we do that. But so basically, just going back almost 200 years.
Wow.
A bunch of philanthropic women who, of course, couldn't have bank accounts and had to go under the auspices of their
back
husbands,
in the day. Yeah, sure.
decided that children needed to be educated and cared for. They basically grabbed a bunch of kids out of the poorhouse, started a school, and then started an orphanage, and that sort of morphed into Elmcrest. So we've been around for almost 180 years.
Wow.
The orphanage itself moved to our current location on Salt Springs. And so we do have residential programs for kids who, through the courts, court mandated to, because they don't have family or they're abused, neglected, have some issues, they are court mandated to live at Elmcrest. We have cottages, we call them, in their homes. Kids have their own bedrooms, and based on their age or their gender, we place them in many, we have several cottages for them. We provide education, we provide all kinds of intervention and trauma care.
That's wonderful.
And they hopefully, with the hope that they will go back into the community.
Yeah.
And they will have some family who will take them.
Do you have a lot of success stories?
We do. We have several kids who graduate from high school.
Okay.
They go on to work. They do find homes, many of them, homes either with their families or some get actually adopted out or in foster care. The kids that we have in residential cannot be in foster care anymore, for whatever reason. I like to say that that basically the children we care for no fault of their own, need these services.
Yeah.
They've been abused, they've been traumatized, they've been neglected, they don't have family support. We have that's one of our programs. We also provide early education for many children in the area. We have an on-campus early ed child care facility. We also have on the north side, we have Northside Education Center, and we also work through the Park Hill, East Syracuse Manoa School District, the Park Hill School, provide their pre-K. We have universal pre-K at all three, and we have special ed services. So we have occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, and we offer that to in those three.
How many employees work at Elmcrest?
There's more than 500.
500.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of staff.
Well, it's
Holy cow.
Again, we're in 21 counties. We have places everywhere. We also have some job readiness programs. It's called our EPIC program, where we teach kids not only how to get a job, but to keep it, to write a resume, to have financial, an understanding of budgeting and personal finances.
So you're a fundraiser.
I am a fundraiser.
So when someone says, "Why should I give to Elmcrest?" How do you answer that question?
Because we have life-changing impact on children in our community who would not have that opportunity without us.
Right. So you are that quote-unquote safety net. I don't know, for lack of a better term, or
we're
more.
We're really sort of a trampoline.
I like that.
We send them on the trajectory of success when they've
it's
been
not
faced
like
with.
You're just enabling people.
Oh, no.
You are actually rehabilitating and getting them to live on their own and live a productive life. Do you work with other organizations in town?
If I can just back up just a minute, I just want to highlight we have two very, very successful programs. One is Casey's Place, which is out by Nob Hill on Lafayette Road. Yeah. It is a home-like setting for children with severe medical fragility or developmental disabilities. And we take kids up to 26. And it's a respite for their caretakers and their parents. They can go there and they can have birthday parties and arts and crafts and socialization and enjoy their time there, either overnight on the weekends or during school vacations. And then their parents and their caretakers can take a minute and step back. We also have a brand new mental health crisis respite program for children 5 to 18, which is a hugely needed service in this area. I think especially since COVID, mental health issues in youth is tremendous.
Is that inpatient, outpatient?
So it's a 3-week program. It's voluntary. It basically what it does is it prevents kids from having to go to CPAP.
Okay.
Because kids with mental health don't belong in the hospital. No. They need round the clock care. It's a home-like setting. We have recreation rooms. They each have their own bedrooms. We bring them to and from school and activities. One young lady we brought to the prom last year.
There we go. Very nice.
And so we're building a second facility. So that's where I come in. We still need some funding for. We have 12 beds right now. We're building a facility across the. So
listeners say, hey, this is something worth giving to. If they want to, they can find information at elmcrest.org. Yep. Or they could call. They could ask for you, right? Indeed. If they wanted to.
Indeed.
446-6270. 6250. You know what? It's right there on the sheet. See, yes, that's why.
We have programs for math. If you want.
That's true.
You might have aged out.
That's true. It's possible. Elmcrest.org, great place to. We appreciate you and the community, and a great place to give to.
Absolutely.
And that's what you're championing.
Yeah.
All right, Helen, you have a great rest of the day. Thank you. All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk with Lou Greco. He's a comedian and co-creator of the Uncle Louie variety show right here on the local show on 570 WSYR. Stick around.